Okay, I picked up a new eyeshadow trio, and this is the Kaja Beauty Bento trio, and I picked mine in the shade Forest Night. So I will be comparing this to my other four and show you which shades I have and which one I enjoy the most, and we're going to create an eye look with this. And also today we're going to play more with the Rare Beauty bronzer that is new, my Westman Atelier concealer. So let's get started. But before we get started, you guys can see I have a new addition to my collection, and I love this guy. Look at him. It's as big as my head, and he's just so handsome. I'm gonna put him on my Etsy for adoption, whoever's interested in him. Look at those beautiful eyes. Yeah, he's gonna be available for adoption on my Etsy. But I guess let's get started now. I do want to make a Duolingo one, which is the green owl, so I have to see if I have that type of yarn. For the face, let's start with moisturizing the face, and this is the Uriage Insulating Repairing Cream. I like to use this for extra hydration. I already have sunscreen. I love how this feels on my face. It's very hydrating. And we're gonna use an oldie but goodie foundation. I'm excited. I haven't used this one in a while. And since I have this concealer by Westman Atelier, this foundation is, I think, perfect for today's complexion. For foundation, we're gonna use this Rose Ink Skin in Hands. You can see how much I've used it. I'm almost out of it, and this is a very interesting, unique one. It comes with this beads inside. They're like they're called micro encapsulated pigment spheres, and I'm just gonna pump out some here. You can see right there. I'm just gonna go in with a I guess foundation brush, and you wanna massage these beads until they kind of pop and they turn into this foundation cream, and then you apply it to the skin. I found that it works best, and I think it's meant to be used this way as well. And you think that it's not enough, but it's actually more than enough. You can feel it on your face. Very nice and creamy and hydrating. So I'm just gonna first apply it and then massage it into the skin. I did see some people not enjoying this as much. I think it's the way you apply it and probably what you have underneath as well. But every time I've used it, I didn't have any issues, and it actually lasts very nice throughout the day, and it's very natural looking. So now I'm gonna go with a dampened beauty sponge. Wow, you can see how nice the complexion is left. It's so perfected, but natural at the same time. There's no dry spots, nothing. I really love this. I really want to repurchase this if they still sell it, but I don't know. I don't know if they still sell this. I will have to have a look. Now I'm going to go with my Westman Atelier concealer, and it's this tiny looking, and it is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. I don't know where I want to spot conceal more. Very creamy and very pigmented. So I'm going to use my Sephora 02 concealer brush, very similar to the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and just be very gentle and blend this into the skin. I'm going to go with the beauty sponge afterwards. I just want to use this brush to make sure that it's first spread, and then we're going to blend it more with the sponge. So I picked up this Bento trio because I do love the Kaja Beauty Bentos. I find them to be very unique, and the formula is very high-end. I think they're all made in Korea. We'll check this one as well. But I love the shades on this one too. Wow, this concealer is so pretty. Just added a little bit extra coverage, so I like that. Let's go with the bronzer now. So this is the new Rare Beauty contour. This is called a contour, but I'm using this as a bronzer. This is in the shade Mellow. I do have the Makeup by Mario bronzer, which is similar to this one, and I find that one to be a little bit more serumy, which it is more of a serum bronzer. Let's go with the Patrick Ta And this is the flat one, and this is the For Face number 3. See how this one works with this bronzer. So don't worry, it looks pigmented, but it blends very nicely. They're not as pigmented as the actual blushes that she has, but you can start little by little. You don't have to put as much as I did. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. So if you go too low here, don't worry, we're gonna fix it. First, I'm gonna blend it. And then I'm gonna go in with my sponge where I still have foundation on it and fix that part. Wow, this is a very soft brush. I love this one by Patrick Ta. I haven't used it for bronzer, so didn't realize how soft it is. So again, if you go too up high, you can diminish it with your sponge. So you can see how it looked in the beginning and how scary it felt. But I think that it blended super nice. I actually love this bronzer so much. Reminds me of the Skin Enhancer by Makeup by Mario, but in liquid form. Very good, very nice bronzer. Definitely recommend it, and affordable too. I think the complexion looks very nice. I haven't used this one in a while. This is by Dior, the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer, and this is in the shade Rosy. And I'm gonna use this as my blush. Hopefully that's not too much. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. Oh no, the writing is actually going away. I don't know if you guys can see that. And let's just see how this looks. This is more of a highlighter blush, so you don't need to use a highlighter when you use this one. So pretty. I love this blush so much. I do have the actual one in pearl. Not a big fan of that, but I do have a friend here on YouTube, and her name is Maureen, and she mentioned that she actually mixes this with other cream blushes, which I think it's a great idea. So if you don't like to use it as a highlighter because it's too glittery, she mentioned it to mix it with other cream blushes, and I think that's gonna make it turn into something like this, I think. So I'm gonna be doing that from now on. I don't think I like to use that as a highlighter. It's too much glitter for me. So pretty. So now I'm gonna go with my bronzer brush and try to mash everything together so I don't have any sharp lines. Wow, I love this. I have to use this more often. So pretty. I think now we can move on to the eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna do some swatches. Let me swatch my oldest ones. In case you're interested in any of this, then you can have the swatches and the shades. So this is in the shade 10, Spiked Ginger. This is what it looks like. So it's very difficult to show you the colors like this. So you have two mattes and a shimmer. Beautiful shimmer. They're very soft and not powdery. So here it is. This is Spiked Ginger. This is a beautiful one. You can use this transition, darken, middle, and you're good to go. I will let you know which ones are my favorites and which ones are my least favorites because they're all pretty. Now this is 07 Glowing Guava. Look at those pinks. And in here we have a matte, shimmer, and matte. Same thing. They're just so beautiful in their own way. And I like that the shimmers are not glittery. They're very soft. Isn't this pretty? Like, here is the Glowing Guava. You can see that this is a little bit more red. I was expecting it to be a little bit more mauvey. But yeah, here it is. So depending on what colors you like, but that's another beautiful one. They do come off nicely. Let's go into this one, Alota Colada, which is some yellows and brown. And this one has a matte, a shimmer, and a matte. Now this is more yellow, so I think I've used this in a recent video. This is probably my least favorite, only because of the yellow, because you can't really wear yellow as often. But I think that if you do like yellow, the shades are so pretty. I think the yellow is very nice and rich. It's a little bit darker in real life. It does come across on my screen a little bit lighter, But yeah, it's a wearable yellow. And then this is one of my favorites. I left it for last before the new one. I don't know how the new one is. This is the neutral moment. So this is for anyone who likes neutral colors. We have matte, matte, and matte. This is an all matte one. So we have a white. Well, no, the middle one is more satin-like. So it does have very tiny shimmers. And then the dark one. So I love using this one a lot. I like using the white one in the inner corner. This is very neutral, like I said. And there they are. This is called Neutral Moment 14. Very pretty. So now let's move on to the newest one. And I think this is different. I'm so excited. You can see the shades right here. Very similar to the neutral one. But when we open it, this is called Forest Night. And this is made in Korea as well. So it's exactly the same packaging. Comes with that seal there. Wow, this is super similar to this one. You can't even tell. So this is the new one. But let's open it up and see. Oh, you can tell the difference once you open it. So they all look like shimmers. So we have this beautiful, interesting shade in there. Then the middle one has some very nice specks of gold and pinks in it. So pretty. And then the darkest one has specks of gold as well. So let's swatch them and see how they feel. Okay, this feels very gold. Don't know how I feel about that. It feels a little bit more drying. The middle one feels very nice. And the last one feels nice as well. So to me, this one is a more glittery palette. Very similar to this one right here, but with glitters in it or shimmers. So this is quite glittery. So I'm going to use this in the middle of my eye and just kind of play with the whole palette and see. So let's start using it. So I'm only going to play with this palette, and they all come with a little tiny mirror here, which you have to peel it off so you can look at yourself in there. Okay, so those are the shades I have. Hopefully that was kind of helpful in case you're interested in any. So let's start with zooming in first. I'm gonna start with it's all going to be a shimmery eye. So I'm gonna go with the middle shade and use this, let's see, as a transition. Ooh, very smoky it'll be. I'm just gonna distribute it on both and then I'm gonna blend. So again, you can just use this kind of all over the eyelid, but I'm gonna do a full eye look with all three so that you guys can see the actual shades on the eyes. So if you don't like shimmers, then this trio is not for you. But if you like shimmers, then this trio is definitely for you because you have shimmers in transition, in outer corner, and middle. It's gonna be very fast, easy look. I'm gonna go now with the darkest one, which you can still see it has nice shimmers in it. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 206, which it has more of a flat head. Let's see, I'm kind of scared. Oh, it looks very nice actually. I'm just gonna place it and I'm gonna go back to my BK Beauty 201 and just blend the outer corner. Wow, this is so nice. Just leave it like this and you're done. They're very easy to work with. I don't see any fallout, even though they're quite dark shades. So it's perfect to create that nice smoky eye. But it's a very nice soft smoky eye. So those shimmers are just, they just give the eye look just a different way of making it pop. I like that. I was scared at first. And now let's go into the first one. That's very simple. So this is the Forest Night, I think, because it has those greens with golds. So just go a little because there's like flecks. I'm going to pick up this much and I'm just going to add it in the middle mostly, and then I'm going to distribute it to the inner corner. Ooh, it's not as bad as I thought. It's really pretty. Okay, I guess I went too much here and made it look quite gold. But just touch the actual shadow and apply most of it in the middle or wherever you want to have the most, and then distribute it. It's really pretty. Whoa, I didn't think I would love it as much. Okay, so this is what they look like on my hand and then on my eyes. I think it's really soft, very gentle, a pop of something on the eye, but very natural. It's not super crazy and smoky. I guess you can intensify it if you like. But should we add some on the bottom? Let's add some of this. Or should we keep it like this? No, let's add some. I always like to smoke my bottom too. So I'm going to go into the darkest one on the bottom with a BK Beauty 207. Very soft, not too much. Focus in the outer corner, mostly right here. Can barely see it. Just something there to make it similar with the top. Okay, I really, after swatching it, I really didn't think I would enjoy this on my eye because of all the sparkles. Like, I love sparkles, but not so much. But when you put it on the eye, I think it just looks a little bit more gentle and forgiving. Now, of course, you don't have to use all three. You can just use one of them and that's it. But yeah, I think it looks really pretty. Now, let's add the mascara. For mascara, you guys know how much I love my Tarte Tartelette Extra Large Mascara in the shade Black. And let's see how this will change the eye look. Wow, I really, really love it. So whatever I've left, I'm going to add on the bottom lashes. Don't want too much on the bottom. And then I'm just going to switch and add. I'm not going to dip again. I think it's enough for the bottom lashes. That's really pretty. I think the lips that I have right now, what do I have on right now? Oh, right now I have the Tower 28 Lip Jelly, and this is in the shade Wild. But I do want to try a matte lip and see how it will look. And I'm going to go with this is the Makeup by Mario lip liner, and this is the shade right here. And the shade I have is DMITRY. Yes, it's sharpened. Let's line the lips. This is very similar to my Charlotte Tilbury one. The Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. They're very similar. I love this shade by Makeup by Mario. It's not as long lasting, it's just a regular lip liner. But I love this nude shade. And I love that on the other side you have a brush so you can kind of diffuse anything sharp. This is actually pretty too with this eye look. And I'm going to go with my MAC lipstick in Teddy 2.0. Ooh, they go so well together. It's like they're made for each other, this lip liner and lipstick. Here is the final look. For my brows, I do have my Rare Beauty brow gel. It's this one right here. That's all I have. I didn't even fill in my brows, nothing. These are my natural brows. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in. And here are the eyes very close up, and the shades are still on my hand. You can see how nice they actually transferred on my eyes. I think it's really pretty, very natural. There's no fallout. The shades blended super easy. This is a very fast, easy look, even though the shades look so complicated because of all the shimmers. I love how it turned out. I actually love this trio. Out of the trios, I'll let you know which ones are my favorite, but the rest of the complexion also turned out nice. Actual bronzer by Rare Beauty. This is a great purchase. I'm happy I have it. Everything else turned out super nice. Okay, so my favorite out of the Kaja beauties are definitely the Neutral Moment and the Forest Night. This two. So if you have this two, I don't think you need anything else, because unless you like the pinks or the yellows, then you can go with the others. Definitely this new one is as beautiful as all my other ones. It blends nice. It's just so easy to use. You just get a little bit more shimmers, but not too much. It's not too overwhelming that you can't wear it on a daily basis. Like, I'm going to wear this on a daily basis, going to hockey or karate or work or wherever I go, I can wear this. And I love the Neutral Moment as well. So this is 14, this is 19. And the Neutral Moment, you can use it because it has more mattes. So if you want to combine these two together, use a matte and then a shimmer, or just mattes or just shimmers. You can just play and create so many fun looks with this too, even though they're neutral. It's just, I think they're really pretty and affordable, and nice to have, easy to travel. So I wish that they're magnetic so I can just combine them like this and keep them on my desk and use them. But anyways, yeah, that's it for me today. That's the new Kaja Beauty Bento Trio that I just purchased in Forest Night. I love all of them. Definitely recommend them. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.